Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and I welcome all of you back to part 5 of part 6 of DSP's Top 10 Worst Moments of 2020. So far, let's get a very brief little recap. DSP moans a lot. He acts like a bitch to people who just want to help him. He gets roasted by Sandman and Kevin Nash and Chris Hansen. And a guy called Gamer J. Lee decides to obliterate him. And then DSP gets obliterated by PayPal for just a PlayStation 5. So, let's see. What else could there be that just like this going this further? How much is that? We're not even close to the 1 hour mark in this video. We're up to number 5.
Number 5.
Sorry about that.
Charge back to back like Drake.
Last night I'm relaxing with my wife downstairs, having a good night with Jasper as well, just kind of chilling. And I get 2 emails, all right, from PayPal. And these emails are that they are beginning an investigation into 2 transactions against my account. All right. Now, normally, this is not something that I would really care about. People try to do shit against me all the time with stupid, I'll send you a tip on a stream and I'll try to charge it back and dumb shit. Last night, I get 2 notices from PayPal stating that there's 2 particular transactions that they're currently investigating. Well, these are 2 tips that came in at the end of May during live streams. These were tips that were significant in size. All right, very significant in size, let's put it that way. And these were tips that the person who's attempting to commit fraud, because that's exactly what this is, okay, and given the information that PayPal sent me, all right, I was able to do some research on my end. Come to find out, this person, which I didn't know, had been tipping me for 9 months. I don't know who this person is. I've never had any, direct interaction with this person at all before. At all. I don't know who they are. So this must be, I don't know if they're a fan. I don't know if they're a troll. It could very well be someone who's a detractor, who watches detractor streams, and they just wanted to get messages up on my streams of various nature. Now, you may say, well, why is this concerning to me? What's the big deal? Well, I'll tell you why. Because this person did not contact PayPal and say, Phil didn't send me the product, right? They didn't do that. That's silly, and in reality, those chargeback attempts don't bother me. And the reason they don't bother me is because I can usually win them with PayPal by just providing basic info. I can say, here's the information, this guy's obviously lying, and then it gets cleared up. But this person basically claimed 2 transactions that were quite large, all right, and is claiming, I didn't authorize those transactions on my credit card. So what that means is they didn't go through PayPal. They went to their credit card company and filed 2 completely fraudulent claims on their credit card, which is against the law. That is a major crime. This person literally could just try it, and if it works, it works. And now I'm out over $800 fucking dollars.
Not really too sure what to say about that, to be honest.
Multiple $100 tips from some company called Newbridge LLC that I've never heard of. I don't know anything about. Don't know who they are. It doesn't make sense that someone named Newbridge LLC would come into my streams out of nowhere and be tipping me like $100 for 3 straight days, right? It's just crazy. On Monday, I got a $1,200 tip from someone on my first stream claiming that they received a stimulus check from the government and they wanted to basically pay it forward to me. To which I'm like, that doesn't make sense at all anyway, because stimulus checks went out months ago. No one is getting a stimulus check now. So this doesn't make any sense at all this person would be saying this. In addition, they said clearly in their message of the tip, this is not a chargeback. And I'm like, why would someone have to call that out? If you're an actual fan of my content, you watch the stuff, you support the streams, right? Why would you say something like that in your message, okay? So I'm just kind of shrugging and be like, this doesn't seem legit to me. In addition, during my Fall Guys stream on Monday night, I received another $200 tip from someone I've never heard of, and they did not contact me, because here's the thing, the top tipper of the Fall Guys streams gets to pick what outfit I wear during the next Fall Guys stream. So I said, oh, you're the top tipper, you know, reach out to me, let me know what outfit. They didn't contact me. So all these I mean, just think about this. Like, several $100s of tips from Newbridge LLC, a $1,200 tip during the first stream, a random $200 tip during the late stream. Something's going on here. I don't know if any of these are legit. Okay, I don't. What I'm thinking is someone's trying to mess with me. All right? Now, here's the thing. You know, chargebacks can screw with my PayPal pretty big time. All right? And, you know, the way I'm approaching this is basically with these contributions, I'm going to do a wait-and-see attitude. All right? I'm just going to let them sit. And if they eventually are cleared, great. You know, that's great news that I get to keep that. It'll help me tremendously. But I don't want to go, oh, I have all this money, I'm going to go spend it on this and this and this. And then someone charges me back. And then all of a sudden that money will be reversed. And now my PayPal is you know, negative by a ton of money. Right? That would not be good. All right? At all. So the thing is, as much as I would like to believe all of them are real, I have to think some of them are fake. In fact, yesterday, during my day off, I get notified of a chargeback. I'm like, oh, you got to be kidding me. Let me guess, it's the $1,200, right? No, it was actually a tip that had come in about 2 weeks ago during just a random stream. It was like for $25 or something. And I looked into it. This is someone who had already charged back 2 others. So I sent the information to PayPal this morning, saying, here's the evidence, it's the same person, they've already tried this, and they granted it in my favor. They gave me the money back. I was like, yeah, that's good shit. Some contributions may come in that I'll be skeptical of, and I'm going to be very skeptical about putting them on a leaderboard and giving shout outs to them when it looks very suspect. Ah, that Vesuvius tip is also fake, if you can believe it. Yeah, it's someone impersonating him on a different account. One tip that actually is pretty sizable was actually from a registered account. So this one, I trust that this is real, you know. Then I got another one that's very large, and that one is from an unregistered account. And that makes me feel like that was someone who just quick entered a credit card. Boop, boop, boop. You see? Yeah, so I just got a tip from Rob on Wheels. I almost guarantee it's fake because Rob already tipped earlier. And so if he says he's late to stream, this is his contribution, right? Why is he saying that now if he was already here and tipped earlier? Yep, it's not him. What's happening is we're getting names we've never seen before. We're getting weird accounts, you know, they don't make any sense, and they're coming in and they're tipping giant amounts to the point where now whenever I get a big tip, I got to question it. Is this legit or not? I don't know. The moment they get charged back, I'll be refunding those funds. It's tough because it's hard for me to get super excited when I have to be skeptical about every single thing that comes in, because daily I get chargebacks. Like literally every day now I get a chargeback. And so most of the time they're like 2-3 months old, you know. It's frustrating. And, you know, I don't like having to deal with it on a daily basis. I don't like having to, I get a big contribution, I want to celebrate. I don't want to go over it with a fine-tooth comb to look at the ins and outs of every transaction to see what looks legit and what's not. It sucks, right? It does. It sucks to have to do that. I need the help this week because I got a ridiculous amount of chargebacks this week, which completely screwed me over. If you're watching the show on demand on YouTube, not live, please, if you like the show, please consider supporting it with a tip. I need the help this week. If I can get through this week, I should be all right, but it sucks that I just had so many chargebacks in 1 week. And hopefully now I've put these protections in place that people should not be able to be doing these anonymous express checkout tips anymore that are fake. So hopefully moving forward, I can trust the tips to be real. We'll find out, all right? But For now, let's see what happens. Oh, buddy, cheers. I want to apologize for idiots for making personal remarks. There's real idiots out there. I believe you're a very entertaining streamer and you deserve to get tips. Thank you. And you don't have to, trust me, you don't ever have to apologize for the actions of really fucked up people. Don't do that. Because you didn't do it, you should never apologize for someone else being a fucking nitwit or an idiot.
Okay, now I understand. Okay, so first of all, Phil was kind of trying to do the right thing, I suppose, and trying to stop these fraudulent things from happening. But unfortunately, the problem is that how bad is his PayPal? If he's that badly in debt, I mean, how much is Phil actually in debt? That's maybe I'll find that out shortly. But couldn't there be, like, I don't know, like something in place where you could just simply say all things are non-refundable? I mean, I suppose the only thing to do is like tip basically through Twitch, because I don't think sometimes they're not refundable or not. I suppose, I don't know. I feel like there's a simpler way of doing this. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna look into this. Let's see. 1 second. Prevent chargebacks with, I don't even know if that's a real word, count, protecting 900, chargeback prevention solution, avoid chargeback fraud, merchant solutions from Sion. The best way to keep a customer complaint from turning into a chargeback is to encourage your customers to resolve their problems directly with you instead of going to their bank to dispute the charge. How to prevent chargebacks. Use strong credit card verification methods, be aware of unusual orders, confirm all orders, remind customers of recurring payments, use shipment tracking. I think maybe it's because there isn't really like a straightforward solution, but by Phil drawing attention to it, then trolls are going to continually come by and do even more stuff and say stuff like, honestly, Phil, I've been feeling more and more good about your streams. The unrelating positivity has been great. Just kidding, I want to fuck your wife, Cat.
Being disgusting, This last week, I have received hundreds of dollars of chargebacks. In fact, if I total it up, okay, probably, roughly, I want to think about $300 to $400 in chargebacks this week. Okay, that's terrible. That's a lot of income that I, counted on to spend on things that's vanished, poof, in thin air because of this fucking system. Okay. Well, tons of chargebacks this week. I'm already $300-400 like in the hole because of the chargebacks, and then a slow day. So I'm like, damn. I looked at everything this morning. I was making crazy amount of money, and it was no chargebacks or anything happening. So I was good. And now all of a sudden, it's like I'm back to basically being in a situation where I'm scared that I'm going to run out of money, have overdrafts against my bank account, and I have nothing to fall back on. I declared bankruptcy earlier this year. I got no credit cards, no saving, nothing to fall back on. So if I get in a situation like this, I'm fucked. Okay, I mean, I'm just be honest, I'm screwed, completely screwed over. That's not good. Okay? And this guy is watching all my content. Whoever this criminal is watching all my content and is actively timing these things to fuck with me. This is shit. No one else is going to continuously buy stolen credit card numbers off the black fucking market and then use stolen credit card numbers, tons of them, dozens of them, to give me fake tips, right? Who would do that? No normal people do that. It's got to be one guy who thinks he's literally immune to the law and can do whatever the fuck he wants. I have no money because of over $1,700 in chargebacks that I received over the course of the last week. As for the streams, because of rampant chargebacks against my streams, I've implemented a new system by which you must log in order to tip me.
Okay.
Please give me feedback today if you are going to tip me on how this works. If this has become more of a hassle for you, if it was easy, I need to know. I need feedback to know how this is working. This should stop someone from doing an anonymous checkout tip and doing credit card fraud on a daily basis. Okay? Upskilled Man has sent me $27. Or did he? Let's find out. Hold on a second here. I need to confirm. Jackalese, are you here today? Jackalese?
Hank, what?
Let's see. Are you in the chat today?
Is this his solution? Is this really how...
Rosalina Flower. Are you still here, and can you confirm if you tipped me? Because I don't think you've ever tipped me before, and I just got a tip in your name, and I have no idea if this is really you or not. So Rosalina Flower, I want to confirm this is really you. And I want to be sure that this is actually you, and not someone else. So is Angelo Bestia actually here? No? Really? Genova Calamity, are you still here? Because you were in the stream chat, right? Genova Calamity, are you still here? Can you confirm if you're still here? Let me know in the stream chat, because I gotta ask you a question if you're still here. I think someone might be impersonating you. Did you just tip again? Or did you only tip the 2 times? First you tipped the 200, and then you tipped 100, right?
Well, this is just...
Or did you tip a third? Did you just tip a third time?
Well, this is just awkward.
Alright, Jacqueline says they're here. Yes, did you tip me, Jacqueline? Can you confirm if you tipped me or not?
I mean, if he just sends you to tip, then yes, of course they tipped you.
It's at the ends of the,
Right, yeah, okay, part 4 is coming up. Okay, so that's gonna do it for part 6. That was just, awkward, man. I could perhaps understand on some level about the anticipation of somebody sending you a large amount of money and then it turned out to be fraudulent, but at the same time, I'm thinking to myself a few things right now. First of all, there could be people who are just tipping him because they kind of like the streams. There are people that tip him because they're probably weens and they're trying to cater to DSP's bullshit attitude. And then there could be other people who are just straight up just trolling him. Just, okay, here's some money and we're gonna call back to you. We're apparently gonna give you some money, but then we're just gonna charge it back anyway. And that could be literally any amount whatsoever. I suppose the only thing I have to probably say about that, because I really actually am not too sure really what the solution is. Maybe not have it go to your PayPal account unless you're maybe using Streamlabs or something like that, because Streamlabs kind of have to make you pay a little bit more anyway, and Streamlabs, I don't know whether or not you could just file complaints to them or file complaints to, I don't know, Twitch about this going on, or whether or not there's a better system in place, like the Twitch partnership or something like that. What I'm basically trying to say is that there's got to be easier ways around this, rather than DSP almost bringing the pace of his streams to a complete halt because of this. Other things you can possibly do is, set limit amounts on how much you can actually tip. So if you only wanted to send $3, then why not limit the minimum amount to something like $5 and set the maximum at something like about $500? Because it's sort of easier to identify whether or not somebody really is sending you too much, and then that might be something a bit suspicious. And because then you won't have to you won't spend it immediately or stuff like that, and you might just, I don't know. I honestly don't really know what the solution is, but it's a matter of fact that more and more happens, and feels just continually thinks that just asking people, demanding to know if people actually do this or not, it's not. It's I don't think it's the best way, but that could just be me. I don't know if I'm like misinterpreting the situation or that's just sort of how that is. Anyway, hope you guys have enjoyed part 6, and part 7 is coming at you in a few moments. Take care and bye bye for now.